The text message glared at me from my phone screen, each word like a punch to the gut. He proposed. I said yes. Call me ASAP. I'm Melanie, and my best friend Lucy just got engaged to the man who shattered my heart 2 years ago. My hands trembled as I hit the call button. 1 ring, 2 rings. Lucy's excited voice burst through the speaker before the third. Mel, oh my God, can you believe it? Jake asked me last night at Marina Point. It was so romantic. Marina Point, the same spot where he'd broken up with me, claiming he wasn't ready for commitment. I forced enthusiasm into my voice. That's amazing, Lucy. I'm so happy for you. You have to be my maid of honor. Please say yes. The room started spinning. Are you sure? What about Emma? My sister? Lucy scoffed. She's barely speaking to the family these days. Besides, you're my person, Mel. Always have been. I closed my eyes, remembering the night Jake left. How Lucy had shown up at my apartment with ice cream and wine, holding me while I cried. She didn't know then that Jake was the reason. I'd never told her. Of course I'll be your maid of honor, I heard myself say. Perfect. Brunch tomorrow? I'll tell you everything. The next morning, I found Lucy already seated at our usual cafe, wedding magazines spread across the table. She jumped up to hug me, her engagement ring catching the sunlight. I know what you're thinking, she said as we sat down. It's fast, right? 6 months together and boom, engaged. I stirred my coffee slowly. Have you told Emma yet? I tried calling, went straight to voicemail. Lucy's smile faltered. She's been so distant lately. I don't understand what happened between us. The waitress arrived with our orders. I picked at my avocado toast, my appetite gone. Lucy, about Jake. Oh, speaking of Jake, he's meeting us here. He's dying to see you. My fork clattered against the plate. He's what? Surprise! A familiar voice called out. Jake stood there, looking exactly as I remembered. Tall, perfectly styled dark hair, that disarming smile that had once made my knees weak. Melanie, he said smoothly, sliding into the seat next to Lucy. It's been too long. Our eyes met. There was a warning in his, a silent plea to keep our past buried. Jake, I managed. Congratulations. He wrapped an arm around Lucy, who beamed at him adoringly. Thanks. You know, I always knew you two would hit it off. Remember how we used to all hang out together? My coffee turned bitter in my mouth. We'd never hung out together. He'd always made excuses when Lucy was around. So the wedding's in 3 months, Lucy announced. Small ceremony, just family and close friends. Jake's idea. Isn't he thoughtful? 3 months. Of course he wanted it rushed. Before anyone could dig too deep, ask too many questions. That's soon, I said carefully. When you know, you know, Jake replied, kissing Lucy's cheek. She giggled and my stomach churned. My phone buzzed. A text from Veronica. Did you hear about Lucy and Jake? The Jake? Call me. Everything okay? Lucy asked. I stood up abruptly. Sorry, work emergency. I need to go. But we haven't even started planning. Lucy's face fell. We'll do dinner this week, I promise. I hugged her quickly, avoiding Jake's gaze. Outside, I fumbled with my phone, dialing Veronica. Finally, she answered. Please tell me you're going to stop this train wreck. I don't know what to do, I whispered, walking faster. She's so happy. Happy because she doesn't know the truth. You have to tell her. And destroy her? Break her heart? She's my best friend, V. Better her heart breaks now than after they're married. You know what he's capable of. I did know. The lies, the manipulation, the other women, the money he'd borrowed and never returned, the promises he'd broken. Give me time to think, I said. I need to figure out the right way to handle this. Don't wait too long, Veronica warned. 3 months isn't much time. I ended the call and leaned against a building, trying to steady my breathing. A notification popped up, a text from Jake. We should talk. Meet me at the Grove tonight, 8 p.m. My finger hovered over the delete button. Instead, I typed, nothing to talk about. His response was immediate. There's plenty to talk about. Don't make me the bad guy here, Mel. I thought of Lucy's radiant smile, of all the times she'd been there for me, of the truth that could destroy everything. Fine, I replied. 8 p.m. The pieces were already in motion. I just hoped I was strong enough for what came next. Lucy's bridal shower was exactly what you'd expect. Pink balloons, champagne flowing, and excited chatter filling her mother's backyard. I stood near the gift table, arranging presents and trying not to think about my meeting with Jake last night. "Just stay out of it, Melanie," he'd said at the Grove, his voice low and threatening. "What Lucy doesn't know won't hurt her." A burst of laughter pulled me back to the present. Lucy was opening gifts, surrounded by friends and family. Her sister Emma sat slightly apart from the group, typing on her phone. "Look what Emma got me." Lucy held up a delicate silver bracelet. "It's beautiful." Emma barely glanced up. Jake helped me pick it out. The champagne turned sour in my stomach. Why was Jake helping Emma shop for gifts? Veronica appeared beside me, nodding toward Emma. "Is it just me, or is she acting weird?" "When isn't she?" I muttered, but something felt off. Emma kept checking her phone, smiling at messages. Lucy's mother clinked her glass. "Time for the wedding video. Everyone gather round." We crowded around a makeshift screen. Lucy and Jake's engagement photos flashed by, set to romantic music. Happy couple at the beach, kissing at sunset, dancing at a party. "Wait," Veronica whispered. "Isn't that the charity gala from last month? The one Lucy couldn't attend because of work?" I squinted at the image. Jake in a tux, dancing with someone in a red dress. The camera angle was odd, only showing their backs. Emma suddenly stood up. "I need some air." I followed her to the kitchen, finding her gripping the counter, knuckles white. "Everything okay?" I asked. She jumped. "Fine, just hot outside." "That was you, wasn't it? In the red dress?" Emma's face drained of color. "I don't know what you're talking about." "At the gala, dancing with Jake." "Keep your voice down." She glanced toward the backyard. "It wasn't what you think." "Then what was it?" Before she could answer, Lucy bounced in. "There you are. Emma, come help me with the games." Emma plastered on a smile and followed her sister. I stayed behind, hands shaking as I poured more champagne. "You saw it too, right?" Veronica appeared next to me. "The dance photo? Yeah, but there's more." I told her about Emma's reaction. Holy shit. Veronica grabbed my arm. "Look." Through the kitchen window, we watched Jake arrive, supposedly to pick up Lucy later. He headed straight for Emma, whispering something that made her step back. Lucy was occupied with guests, oblivious to the tension. "We need proof," I said. "Real proof." "I might know someone," Veronica replied. "A private investigator. He's good at digging up dirt." "That's extreme." "More extreme than letting your best friend marry a cheating bastard?" The afternoon dragged on. I watched Jake work the crowd, charming Lucy's friends and family, but his eyes kept finding Emma, who avoided him like poison. During the gift-opening finale, I overheard them behind the garage. "You can't keep avoiding me," Jake hissed. "Watch me," Emma shot back. "This was a mistake. All of it." "Don't get dramatic. We agreed." "No, you decided. I never agreed to any of this." I stepped on a twig. They both whirled around. "Melanie," Jake's voice turned smooth. "Just telling Emma about Lucy's surprise honeymoon plans." Emma laughed bitterly. "Right, the honeymoon." She stormed off. Jake grabbed my arm as I tried to follow. "Remember our chat?" I yanked free. "Touch me again, and Lucy won't be the only one learning the truth." Back at the party, Lucy was glowing with happiness, showing off her gifts. "Isn't this perfect? Everyone I love in one place." I hugged her tight, fighting tears. "You deserve all the happiness in the world." "Then why do you look so sad?" She pulled back, searching my face. "Just emotional. Wedding stuff, you know?" Lucy squeezed my hand. "I'm so glad you're here. I couldn't do this without you." As guests began leaving, I watched Emma slip out without saying goodbye. Jake followed minutes later, claiming a work emergency. Lucy didn't question it. "Need help cleaning up?" I asked her mother. "No, dear. You've done enough." She paused, lowering her voice. "Have you noticed anything odd about Emma lately?" I thought about the dance photo, the whispered arguments, the tension. "Why do you ask?" "She's different, distant, ever since Lucy started dating Jake." She shook her head. "Probably just silly mother's worry." That night, I couldn't sleep. I pulled up Veronica's text with the PI's number. My finger hovered over the call button. "What Lucy doesn't know won't hurt her." Jake had said. But it would. It already was. I hit dial. The private investigator's office smelled like old coffee and cigarettes. Nigel sat across from me, flipping through the photos I'd taken at the bridal shower. So, you want me to follow your best friend's fiancé? He raised an eyebrow. That's a quick way to end a friendship. I want to protect her, I said. Jake isn't who she thinks he is. They never are. He leaned back. My rate is $200 per day, plus expenses. I'll need a week minimum. I pulled out my credit card. Do whatever it takes. You sure you want to know everything I find? His eyes were serious. Sometimes ignorance really is bliss. I'm sure. 3 days later, my phone buzzed during a dress fitting with Lucy. Hold still, the seamstress muttered, pins between her teeth. I checked the message from Nigel. Meeting confirmed. Jake plus Emma tonight, LeBlanc Hotel. Everything okay? Lucy asked, twirling in her wedding dress. Perfect. I forced a smile. You look beautiful. I still can't believe it's happening. Jake's been so secretive about the honeymoon plans. My stomach churned. Speaking of Jake, how's Emma handling everything? Lucy's face fell slightly. She's distant. Mom thinks she's jealous, but that's ridiculous. Emma could have any guy she wants. Including your fiancé, I muttered under my breath. What? Nothing. Just thinking about the bachelorette party plans. That evening, I parked across from LeBlanc Hotel, heart pounding. Nigel's car was already there. My phone rang. They're in the lobby bar, he said. Want me to go in? No, I need to see this myself. The bar was dimly lit, half empty. I spotted them immediately, Jake and Emma in a corner booth, heads close together. His hand covered hers on the table. I slid into a booth nearby, hidden behind a plant. Their voices carried. You can't keep doing this, Emma was saying. The guilt is killing me. It's almost over, Jake replied. Once we're married. Once you're married to my sister, you mean? Emma yanked her hand away. This is sick. Lower your voice. Jake glanced around. We talked about this. The plan. Your plan. God, I was so stupid. Emma stood up. I'm telling her everything. Jake grabbed her wrist. Sit down. Think about what that would do to her, to your family. Let go of me. I couldn't take it anymore. I stepped out from behind the plant. I'd do what she says, Jake. They froze. Emma's face went pale. Jake's eyes turned cold. Melanie, always showing up where you're not wanted. Let her go, I said again. He released Emma's wrist. She grabbed her purse and ran. Emma, wait, I called, but she was gone. Jake stood, straightening his jacket. Enjoying the show? Following me now? Someone has to expose you for what you are. He stepped closer, voice low. And what am I exactly? The guy who broke your heart? Get over it. You're marrying my best friend while sleeping with her sister. Prove it. His smile was cruel. Who do you think Lucy will believe? Her loving fiancé or her jealous, bitter friend? You're disgusting. No, I'm smart and rich, thanks to Lucy's family connections. Emma was just practice. I pulled out my phone, hit stop on the recording app. Jake's eyes widened. You wouldn't. Try me. He lunged for my phone. I stepped back, bumping into someone's chair. Everything okay here? A bartender approached. Fine, Jake said smoothly. Just a misunderstanding between old friends. I backed toward the door. Stay away from both of them. Or what? He called after me. You'll ruin Lucy's happiness? That's what telling her will do. Think about it, Melanie. Outside, I leaned against my car, shaking. My phone buzzed. Nigel. Got it all on camera, he said. Photos, video, audio. Want me to keep digging? I thought about Lucy's radiant smile, Emma's guilt-ridden face. Yes, I need everything. There's more, Nigel said. He's been making regular transfers to offshore accounts, and there's another woman in Miami. Of course there is. I closed my eyes. Send me everything you find. Will do. And Melanie, be careful. Guys like this, they don't like being cornered. I drove home in a daze, the recording playing in my head. My phone lit up with a text from Lucy. Dress fitting tomorrow, can't wait. Another message popped up. Emma, please don't tell her. Not yet. Let me explain. Then Jake, delete that recording or you'll regret it. I turned off my phone and poured a large glass of wine. The truth was a weapon now, loaded and ready. But who would it hurt more when I pulled the trigger? The manila envelope landed on my coffee table with a heavy thud. Nigel sat across from me, his expression grim. "It's worse than we thought," he said, spreading out photos and documents. "Much worse." I picked up the first photo. Jake leaving a jewelry store with a woman I didn't recognize. The timestamp showed last week. "That's Amanda," Nigel explained. "His girlfriend in Miami. She thinks they're getting married next spring." My hands trembled as I sifted through more evidence. Bank statements showing massive transfers, text messages between Jake and Emma going back months, photos of them together at hotels, restaurants, always just far enough from home to avoid detection. "There's more," Nigel said, pulling out his laptop. "Watch this." The video showed Jake in a heated argument with an older man outside a law firm. "That's Lucy's father," I whispered. "Recorded yesterday. Turn up the volume." "Blackmailing me?" Lucy's father was saying. "After everything I've done for you?" Jake's voice was cold. "Just make sure the merger goes through before the wedding, or Lucy finds out what really happened to those missing funds." My God. I paused the video. "He's using Lucy to get to her father's company?" "Classic con," Nigel nodded. "Get close to the daughter, marry into the family, then squeeze them dry. He's done it before." He handed me another file. 3 previous engagements, all to daughters of wealthy businessmen, all ended mysteriously before the wedding. My phone buzzed. Lucy calling. I let it go to voicemail. "What about Emma?" I asked. "How does she fit in?" "Insurance." Nigel pulled out more photos. "If Lucy backs out, he's got dirt on Emma. If Emma talks, he'll destroy Lucy's relationship with her family. Everyone's trapped." "Not anymore." I gathered the evidence. "I'm showing Lucy everything." "Be careful," Nigel warned. "Men like Jake don't like losing control." As if on cue, my phone buzzed again. "Jake." "What do you want?" I answered. "Meet me, now. The park by your place." "No chance." "Fine. Then I'll tell Lucy about the night you came to my apartment after we broke up. How you begged me to take you back." My blood ran cold. That never happened. "Doesn't matter. Who will she believe? Especially when Emma backs up my story." "You wouldn't." "Try me. 20 minutes. Come alone." The park was empty except for Jake, sitting on our old favorite bench. My hand tightened around the pepper spray in my pocket. "Smart girl," he said, noticing my defensive stance. "But unnecessary. I just want to talk." "About what? How you're scamming Lucy's family, or how you're sleeping with her sister?" "About how we can help each other." He patted the bench. "Sit." I remained standing. "I have everything, Jake. Photos, videos, bank records. It's over." "Is it?" He smiled. "Think about Lucy. Sweet, trusting Lucy. This would destroy her. She deserves the truth. Does she deserve the pain? The humiliation? Finding out her sister betrayed her? That her father's company is nearly bankrupt?" He leaned forward. "I can make this worth your while." "You're trying to bribe me now?" "Consider it compensation for past hurts." He pulled out a check. "Enough to start that photography business you always wanted." I laughed bitterly. "You really don't know me at all." "I know you care about Lucy. This way, everyone wins. She gets her fairy tale wedding, her family keeps their dignity, and you become complicit in destroying my best friend's life." I pulled out my phone, showing him Nigel's evidence. "It ends now." His charm vanished. "Show her that, and I'll make sure she knows exactly what kind of friend you are. The jealous ex who couldn't let go, who hired a PI to stalk her fiancé. Better than the con man who's stealing from her family." He stood, towering over me. "Last chance, Melanie. Take the money. Walk away." I stepped back. "Go to hell." "You'll regret this." He crumpled the check. "When Lucy hates you, when her family's reputation is ruined, remember, you chose this." I watched him walk away, then called Veronica. "I have everything," I said, "but Jake's threatening to turn Lucy against me." "Then we show her together," Veronica replied. "She'll believe both of us." "Tomorrow," I decided, "before the rehearsal dinner. Will you come with me?" "Of course." Want me to bring wine? Bring the whole bottle. She's going to need it. That night, I stared at the evidence spread across my bed. My phone lit up with a text from Lucy. Can't wait to see you tomorrow. Love you. Another from Emma. Please, let me tell her myself. I'm begging you. And finally, Jake. Last chance. Delete everything, or tomorrow will be the worst day of your life. I gathered the evidence into a folder. My decision made. Tomorrow, the truth would come out one way or another. I just hoped Lucy would forgive me for being the one to break her heart. The rehearsal dinner was tomorrow, but I couldn't wait. I drove to Emma's apartment, the folder of evidence heavy on the passenger seat. The security guard recognized me, waving me up without calling. Emma opened on the first knock, face pale. I've been expecting you. Her apartment was a mess, clothes everywhere, empty wine bottles on the counter. She'd been crying. We need to talk, I said, holding up the folder. I know what's in there. She collapsed onto her couch. Jake told me about your PI. Then you know I have proof of everything. She grabbed a half-empty wine glass. Going to play hero? Save my sister from the big bad wolf? Someone has to. You don't understand. Emma's voice cracked. I never meant for any of this to happen. Then explain it to me. I sat across from her. Make me understand how you could sleep with your sister's fiancé. He found me at a bar 6 months ago, before he even met Lucy. She wiped her eyes. I knew who he was, your ex, but he was charming and I was lonely. And then he met Lucy at Dad's company party, said we had to keep our relationship secret just for a while. She laughed bitterly. I was so stupid. By the time I realized what he was doing, he had everything he needed to destroy me, to destroy all of us. The missing money from your father's company. Emma's head snapped up. How did you? I have proof of that too. Jake's blackmailing your father. Dad trusted him, gave him access to everything. She took another drink. Jake found irregularities in the books, things Dad had done years ago to keep the company afloat. My phone buzzed. Lucy calling. I ignored it. Why didn't you tell someone? I asked. Tell who? Lucy? Hey sis, your fiancé's been sleeping with me and blackmailing Dad? That would go well. Better than letting her marry him. You don't get it. Emma stood, swaying slightly. If this gets out, Dad goes to prison. The company collapses. Hundreds of people lose their jobs. Jake made sure we all had too much to lose. Another call from Lucy. Then a text. Where are you? Emergency dress fitting. Don't forget. Shit, I muttered. The fitting. Go, Emma said. Play your part. Pretend everything's fine, like I have been. I stood, grabbing the folder. No, this ends now. Come with me to Lucy's. I can't face her. You owe her the truth. From you, not Jake. Emma stared at her empty glass. She'll never forgive me. Maybe not, but she deserves to know who she's really marrying. My phone buzzed again. Veronica. Jake's here at the bridal shop, looking for you. He's going to tell her his version first, I said. We have to go, now. Emma grabbed her keys, hands shaking. What do we say? The truth. All of it. We rushed to my car. 3 missed calls from Lucy, 2 from Jake, 1 from Veronica. Text Lucy, I told Emma as I drove. Tell her you're coming too. She needs to hear this from both of us. Emma typed, then froze. She's not at the shop. Jake took her to Marina Point, where he proposed. I made a U-turn, where he breaks everyone's heart. He's going to tell her I came on to him, Emma whispered, that I'm jealous, unstable. He has photos of me that... God, Lucy will believe him. No, she won't. I handed her my phone. Play the recording from the hotel. Emma listened, tears falling. Her own voice, Jake's threats, all of it. Marina Point's 10 minutes away, I said. Start from the beginning. Tell me everything, every detail Jake could twist. As Emma talked, my phone kept buzzing. Lucy, Jake, Veronica, even Nigel. They're still there, Emma said, checking her phone. Lucy just posted a photo. The caption read, "Pre-wedding surprise from my amazing fiancé." He's going to paint me as the bitter ex, I said. You as the crazy sister. We need to be ready. I have texts, Emma said, proving when we met how he planned everything. I saved them all. Good. We'll need. A truck ran the red light. I swerved hard, tires screeching. Emma screamed. We spun, hitting the curb. When the world stopped spinning, Emma was clutching the folder. I'm okay. You? Fine. I checked my phone, cracked but working. More messages. Lucy. Jake told me everything. How could you? Veronica. Get here now. It's bad. Jake. I warned you. He's already started, Emma whispered. I started the car. Then let's finish it. Marina Point was 5 minutes away. 5 minutes to prepare for the conversation that would change all our lives forever. 5 minutes until Lucy learned the truth, whatever version of it she was ready to hear. Marina Point was packed with evening joggers and couples enjoying the sunset. Lucy stood at the railing, Jake's arm around her. They looked perfect together. It made me sick. Ready? I asked Emma. She gripped the folder tighter. No. We approached slowly. Lucy saw us first, her face hardening. Really, Melanie? Bringing my sister to help spread your lies? Jake smirked behind her. I told you she was desperate. Lucy, please, I started. Just look at what we found. Found? She laughed bitterly. You mean what you manufactured? Jake told me everything. The PI, the stalking, the fake photos. Emma stepped forward. Lucy, listen. Don't. Lucy held up her hand. Jake warned me you'd try this. Said you've been obsessed with him for months. That's not. Emma's voice cracked. Show her the recording, I said, pulling out my phone. Jake moved faster, producing his own phone. You mean like this one? He pressed play. Emma's voice filled the air. I want him, Lucy. I've always wanted him. Melanie's helping me break you up. My stomach dropped. The audio was clearly spliced, manipulated. That's fake, Emma cried. Like the photos you hired someone to Photoshop? Jake asked innocently. The fake bank records? Lucy turned to me, tears in her eyes. I trusted you, both of you. My sister and my best friend, plotting behind my back. We're trying to protect you. I opened the folder, papers flying in the wind. Look, real proof. Stop it, Lucy shouted. Just stop. I've seen Jake's proof. The text between you two, planning this whole thing. Emma grabbed her sister's arm. Lucy, please. I made a terrible mistake. Don't touch me. Lucy jerked away. Jake told me you'd try to confess, make yourself look noble. He showed me everything, how you've been stalking him, sending inappropriate photos. Those photos were from before. Emma stopped, realizing her mistake. Lucy's face went white. Before what? Jake stepped in smoothly. Before they started working together to break us up. Emma's been helping Melanie spy on us for months. That's not, I started. Then explain this. Lucy thrust her phone at me. On the screen was a text conversation between Jake and Emma, completely fabricated, discussing their plan to protect Lucy from Jake. He faked those, Emma cried. Like you faked these? Jake pulled out his own stack of documents. I had them analyzed, all forged. Joggers were stopping now, watching the scene unfold. Veronica appeared, pushing through the crowd. Lucy, she called. Don't listen to him. Et tu, Veronica. Jake smiled sadly. Let me guess, they dragged you into their scheme too? Lucy backed away from all of us. I can't believe you'd all do this to me. We're not doing anything to you, I said desperately. We're doing this for you. By trying to ruin my happiness, my wedding, my relationship with my sister. He's the one ruining everything, Emma shouted. I've been sleeping with him for months. The crowd gasped. Lucy froze. Jake's face transformed into perfect shock. See what I mean, baby? They'll say anything now. Emma's been obsessed with me since that charity gala. The gala, I said. The photo in the red dress was photoshopped. Jake cut in smoothly. They hired someone to edit Emma into our photos. I can prove it. Lucy was shaking now. I want everyone to leave, now. Lucy, please, Emma begged. Go, all of you. Jake wrapped his arms around her. It's okay, baby. I'm here. I caught his eye over Lucy's shoulder. He was enjoying this, the bastard. The offshore accounts. I tried one last time. The missing money from your father's company. Already explained, Jake said calmly. Show her, sweetheart. Lucy pulled out more papers. Legitimate-looking documents showing Jake as a whistleblower, exposing corporate fraud. He'd thought of everything. Leave, Lucy whispered. Don't come to the wedding. Any of you. Emma broke down sobbing. Veronica led her away. I stood my ground. Lucy, you've known me for 20 years. Known him for 6 months. Please. 20 years of lying to me. She turned, eyes cold. You never told me you dated Jake. Never told me about Emma. Never told me anything real. I was trying to protect you. No, you were trying to control me, like you always have. She leaned into Jake. He's the only one who's been honest. The irony was suffocating. One day, I said quietly, you'll see the truth. I just hope it's not too late. The truth? She laughed harshly. The truth is, I never really knew you at all. Goodbye, Melanie. I watched them walk away, Jake's arm around her shoulders. He turned back once, winking at me. Veronica appeared beside me, helping me gather the scattered evidence. What now? I looked at the folder in my hands, all the proof in the world, and it hadn't mattered. Now, I said, we find a way to make her see what's right in front of her. The sun set over Marina Point, painting everything blood red. Somewhere in the distance, Emma was still crying. The wedding was in full swing when I walked into the reception hall. Heads turned, whispers spread. I hadn't been invited, but I wasn't leaving until Lucy knew everything. You shouldn't be here. Veronica met me at the door, looking nervous. Security's been told to watch for you. Has she opened our package yet? No, Jake intercepted it. I clutched my bag tighter, feeling the weight of the final evidence inside. The one thing Jake couldn't explain away. Where is she? Getting ready for the first dance. Melanie, wait. But I was already moving through the crowd. Lucy stood near the dance floor, radiant in her wedding dress. Jake was nowhere in sight. Lucy. She spun around. I told you not to come. Check your phone, right now. Security, she called. Please. I grabbed her arm. 1 minute. That's all I'm asking. 20 years of friendship. Don't I deserve that much? She hesitated, then nodded to the approaching security guard. 1 minute. I pulled out my phone, showed her the live video feed. This is happening right now in the bridal suite. The footage showed Jake and Emma clearly arguing. Lucy's hand flew to her mouth. How did you... Nigel planted cameras this morning. Just watch. Through the phone's speaker, we heard Emma. I'm telling her everything. Right now. Jake grabbed her arm. You really want to destroy your sister's wedding day? Better than destroying her life. The pregnancy test was positive, Jake. I'm not letting you trap her like you trapped me. Lucy's champagne glass shattered on the floor. Guests turned to stare. That's not real, she whispered. Another fake. Call Emma right now, I said. Ask her yourself. Lucy's hands shook as she dialed. On my phone's screen, we watched Emma answer in the bridal suite. Lucy? Emma's voice came through both phones. Is it true? Lucy asked. Are you pregnant? Silence. Then, yes. Lucy swayed. I steadied her. How long? 2 months. Emma was crying now. I tried to tell you so many times. He threatened to expose Dad's company, to ruin everything. Where is he? Lucy's voice turned to steel. Right here. Jake appeared on screen, grabbing Emma's phone. Lucy, baby, don't listen. Lucy ended the call. The bridal suite. Now. We rushed upstairs, Lucy's wedding dress rustling. She threw open the door just as Jake was backing Emma into a corner. Get away from my sister. Jake spun around, charm instantly in place. Sweetheart, I can explain. Explain what? How you got my sister pregnant? How you've been blackmailing my family? They're lying. Emma's obsessed with me. She's making this up. I heard everything, Jake. I saw everything. Lucy's voice was deadly calm. The cameras don't lie. Cameras? His face darkened. You bitch, he snarled at me. You just couldn't let it go. No, I said. I couldn't let you destroy my best friend's life. He lunged at me. Lucy stepped between us. Touch her, she said quietly. And I call the police. Touch my sister, and I call my father's lawyers. Either way, you lose. You really think you can stop me? He laughed. I own your family now. 1 word from me. Already taken care of, I cut in. Nigel sent everything to the SEC this morning. All the evidence of your previous cons, the blackmail, the offshore accounts. It's over, Jake. His composure cracked. You're bluffing. Lucy pulled out her phone, dialed. Daddy, it's time. We watched Jake's face as he realized he'd lost everything. He backed toward the door. This isn't over. Yes, it is. Lucy's father appeared in the doorway, flanked by security. The authorities are very interested in speaking with you. Jake tried to run. The security guards caught him easily. You okay? I asked Lucy as they led Jake away. She turned to Emma, who stood trembling in the corner. Why didn't you tell me sooner? I was scared, Emma whispered, ashamed. He made me believe I'd lose you forever. Lucy pulled her sister into a fierce hug. You'll never lose me. I moved toward the door, giving them privacy, but Lucy caught my hand. Mel, wait. Her eyes filled with tears. I'm so sorry I didn't believe you. You believe me now. That's what matters. What do I do about... She gestured at the reception below. I have an idea. Veronica appeared in the doorway, grinning. How about a different kind of party? Lucy looked at her ruined wedding dress, her crying sister, the chaos around us. Then she laughed, a real free laugh. You know what? Screw it. Tell the DJ to play something fun. Tell the guests. Tell them the truth. All of it. You sure? I asked. She grabbed both mine and Emma's hands. I'm sure. No more lies. No more secrets. Just us. Together. We headed downstairs. 3 best friends again. Stronger than before. The truth had hurt, but it had also set us free. Behind us, we could hear Jake's protests as he was led away. But ahead of us was nothing but music, laughter, and the promise of better days to come. The morning sun streamed through Lucy's kitchen window as I poured 3 cups of coffee. Emma sat at the counter, absently rubbing her growing belly, while Lucy sorted through a stack of mail. Look what came. Lucy held up an official-looking envelope. Jake's sentencing details. You don't have to go, I said, sliding her coffee across the counter. Yes, I do. She opened the letter. We all do. I want him to see us together. Strong. Emma took a shaky breath. The prosecutor says with all the evidence, plus his previous victims coming forward, he's looking at 15 years minimum. Good. I sat down with them. Maybe his next get-rich-quick scheme can be writing a prison memoir. Lucy laughed, then stopped suddenly, staring at another envelope. It's from Amanda, his Miami girlfriend. The one who testified? Emma asked. Lucy nodded, opening it carefully. A handwritten letter fell out, along with several photos. She says thank you, Lucy read, for stopping him before he did to me what he did to you. She's helping other women he scammed come forward. How many now? I asked. 12. Emma's voice was quiet. 12 families he tried to destroy. Lucy reached for her sister's hand. But he didn't destroy us. The doorbell rang. Lucy's father walked in, carrying breakfast pastries in a thick folder. Morning, girls. He kissed both his daughters' foreheads. Brought you something better than legal documents, but we need to discuss these too. He spread out papers across the counter. Company documents, bank statements, evidence of Jake's manipulation. The board voted unanimously, he said. All charges dropped, company reputation intact. We're actually coming out ahead. Seems exposing corporate fraud makes investors trust you more. And the missing money? Lucy asked. Recovered most of it from Jake's accounts. The rest? He smiled at Emma. Will be set aside for my future grandchild's education. Emma burst into tears. Happy ones this time. Lucy hugged her tight. Dad, Lucy said suddenly, remember how you always said I should join the family business? He raised an eyebrow. Changed your mind about being just the CEO's daughter? I want to start a foundation. Help other women spot con men like Jake. Provide legal support, counseling, whatever they need. Count me in, I said. My photography business can wait. Me too. Emma wiped her eyes. After the baby comes, we can call it Phoenix, Lucy finished, rising from the ashes and all that. Speaking of rising, her father checked his watch. Court starts in 2 hours. We got ready in comfortable silence, each lost in thought. As we headed to the cars, Veronica pulled up. Thought you might need moral support, she said, hugging each of us. Actually, Lucy smiled, I need my best friends, all of them. The courthouse steps were crowded with reporters. Jake's other victims stood together, Amanda among them. They nodded as we approached. Ready? I asked Lucy. She squared her shoulders, ready to end this. Finally. Inside, Jake sat in his orange jumpsuit, shoulders slumped. He looked smaller somehow, less threatening. He turned as we entered, eyes widening at our united front. The judge called for victim impact statements. One by one, women stepped forward to tell their stories. Emma spoke about manipulation and fear. Amanda described years of lies. Then Lucy stood. "Your Honor," she began, "Jake Williams didn't just try to steal money. He tried to steal trust, faith in love, faith in family, faith in friendship." She turned to face him directly. But he failed, because real love, real friendship, they're stronger than any con. Jake wouldn't meet her eyes. The sentence came down, 18 years. No possibility of early parole. As they led him away, he finally spoke. "Lucy, wait." "No," she cut him off. "You don't get to speak anymore. You've said enough for a lifetime." Outside, reporters shouted questions. Lucy stepped up to the microphones, Emma and I flanking her. "Yes, Jake Williams conned me," she said clearly. But his biggest mistake was thinking money was the most valuable thing he could steal. He forgot about loyalty, about truth, about the power of women standing together. She announced the Phoenix Foundation right there, cameras flashing. Amanda and the other victims joined us, sharing contact information, ready to help. Later, back at Lucy's kitchen counter, we raised our coffee cups. "To karma," Veronica said. "To justice," Emma added. "To friendship," I offered. Lucy smiled, tears in her eyes. "To all of it, and to us." We clinked cups, the morning sun painting everything in shades of gold. On Lucy's fridge, held by a Phoenix magnet, hung a new photo. All of us on the courthouse steps, heads held high, unbreakable. "You know what?" Lucy said softly. "I finally understand what real love looks like. It looks like this, like us." Emma patted her belly. "Like family." "Like truth," I added. "Like rising," Veronica finished. We sat together in the warm kitchen, planning our foundation, sharing stories, healing. Outside, the world kept turning. But in here, in this moment, everything was exactly as it should be. The end wasn't really an ending at all. It was a beginning, stronger, wiser, and together.